It was surreal, to be honest with you. I've had the privilege of meeting him in person, and he's just a wonderful person and a great leader. He's a very thoughtful person, and I know he cares so much about this country and everyone in this country, and I know that's why he ran for president, and what he's going to be doing as president is just trying to make sure that he's improving the lives of all Americans, and that's why I'm on the Trump train. Contrary to what's being told in the outside media, we've had over 800,000 jobs created since January. The stock market is at all-time record highs, and it continues to soar. Our economic indices are increasing and getting better every day. He's dismantled the Obama-era regulations that were really job-killing regulations, like the regulations on the war on coal. Just greenlighting the Keystone Pipeline alone means 5,000 jobs to Ohioans. That is so significant. All of those things, making sure that the 14 legislative actions that have been signed into law under the Continuing Resolution Act has basically added $60 billion to our economy. They needed to take those regulations off the backs of our businesses so that they could grow and hire and create a better economy for the United States. And I think they're doing a fantastic job. So it's about over 900,000 new Republicans came into the party. That means they pulled a Republican ballot in 2016. And a lot of these were previously unaffiliated, they were independents. A lot of them were Democrats who thought they knew they were abandoned by their party. My job is to keep them and bring them into our party. So I need to identify all of these people, keep engaging with them, and then turning them out to vote. So some of the things that we're doing right now, 2017 is a municipal year, right? But we're participating in municipal races because I think that helps us keep those voters engaged. We're going to be knocking doors in 2017. We're using our database and giving our candidates access to our database so that they know who those voters are and they can contact those voters. And we can talk to them and find out what they're thinking, what's motivating them. And so we can craft our messages to them, and we can also make sure they are aware of our Republican messages. And in 2016, they voted top of the ticket and they voted all the way down. And they brought us our record majorities, and I'm hoping that they'll continue to do that in 2017 and then in our big statewide races in 2018. So, it's interesting. When you look at what's happened in Ohio because of Obamacare, premiums have gone up by 86% in Ohio. We have 20 counties who have no insurance option at all. Something has to happen, and we have to take care of the people, make sure they get insurance options. So Congress has to act. I know our congressmen and Senator Portman are getting calls and bombarded daily, and I think they need support calls from people who are supporting those congressmen and Senator Portman. I know I've talked to very many people in Congress. They're confident that we'll get something done. They just need to have the support out there. I was heartened by Senator McConnell when he said, we're staying through August, guys, and getting stuff done, because they know, and I've told people that if we don't pass this legislation, it's not going to be good for the country and it won't be good for the Republican Party. I would argue they do. Because eventually people are going to start to see the next enrollment exchange, and if we don't have good legislation, it's not going to bode well. And it just for the sake of the people who need this insurance. Well, look, we are a big tent. We don't have a litmus test like the Democrats. We don't have a checklist that if you have to, check every box, then you can't be a Republican. I'm a big believer in the big tent and the open door. Look, Republicans have diverse views. We tend to be a little bit more analytical in our thinking. I welcome that. I welcome the debate. That's what makes this country great, and that's what makes our party great. Hey, if you agree with me 80% of the time, you're welcome in my party. I want to grow the party. I don't want to shrink the party. And if I have litmus tests for people, they'll walk away. They'll go to another party or they won't vote. And that's not good for the party. Because I think we have the best principles that speak to the values of individual freedom, individual rights, free enterprise. Good jobs have always been a part of our story. I think the Republican message has always resonated with the core of people that we don't want government telling us what to do. We believe in the individual has the right to make their own decisions about their own life. Government's not the solution, and the Republican Party, that's one of our big principles. The Democrats think that government is the answer to everything. I completely disagree. I do not. I do not. I think it's very important for the primary voters to make their choice. And they can't go wrong. We have great candidates in all of our statewide races in 18.